we thought there was a need in the federal government for bringing government, industry, and academia together to solve really hard to understand emerging technologies issues in a really deep technical way. We partnered with Mitre Corporation on it, and they're basically an FFRDC that partners with the government that came out of MIT years ago. And we put everybody together in the same room. There's a lot of sticky notes, there's whiteboarding, there's lots of ideas that come out. And then at the end of the session, it's a gruel fest, it's 2.5 hours, you come out with some outcomes that you can recommend to the rest of the federal government. Then Mitre pulls all that together, all those, we'll have 7 or 8 of them going at the same summit. They'll pull them all together in a cohesive story and come out with a list of recommendations. I think the best thing we do is we also get government together. DHS talking to the Department of Justice, talking to the Department of Defense. We establish these informal networks where if you have a question down the line, you can go ahead and call your counterpart at another agency. I think that's the best thing we do. We get people together. We do have outcomes, but I think we just have this collaboration, constant collaboration, and we encourage that. You're breaking down these silos because everybody really has the exact same problems. The mandate that we originally started ATARC was to really take government-funded research, whether it was a DHS S&T, whether it was out of a university like Virginia Tech that was doing some federally funded research, and bring it out to the rest of the community. That's really what gave me the idea. I introduced a piece of technology called the Ghost Box out of Virginia Tech, and the professor was working down there and they had gotten some DoD funding. I introduced him to the White House Communications Agency, and basically that technology got it commercialized and adapted by that agency. We connected some research that was done in DARPA on connected cars, introduced them over to the Department of Transportation where they have a test track out in Michigan, and now we've got them together. So the folks that are working on the interconnectivity of the cars are thinking security right from the beginning. And it's great for DARPA from the Department of Defense because now they got a place to test out these new techniques for securing vehicles. Kind of a special forces unit for the government that we can kind of cut through the red tape. I also think we are a safe way to engage with industry. We don't show favoritism to any vendors. The partners that participate, it's a good way to access lots of different partners. We don't allow people to do sales pitches at our events. It's very governmental. It's very show your expertise between industry and government. And we're a safe place for them to access good technologies where maybe all at once you can do a lot of your market research. Technology's always changed. It's the pace of change that is really what I see is really happening a lot faster. We built the Pentagon in 18 months, and we didn't have CAD systems, we didn't have computers, because we had the will to do it. And we need to have that kind of thinking when we're putting in a new technology.